we have Monster Hunter Rise, and the PS5 release date has apparently been leaked. Coming from PlayStation Lifestyle, get ready to hunt as the Monster Hunter Rise PS5 release date has leaked. It looks like 2023 will be off to a flying start, especially for fans of the Monster Hunter franchise. Not only is the game expected to be released for PS5, but last-gen PS4 players should also have access to Rise. The Monster Hunter Rise PS5 release date is set for January 20th, 2023. This is the date that is leaked ahead of the official announcement. According to The Snitch via Insider Gaming, a prominent leaker who has proven to be very accurate in the past, Monster Hunter Rise will be coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series consoles, and Xbox One on January 20th. Rumors suggest that the game's official date announcement is scheduled for the Game Awards, taking place on December 8th. So yeah, as we get closer to the Game Awards, of course, things are going to start leaking out. Rumors are going to start circulating, and Monster Hunter Rise seems to be the first major leak that we're getting in regards to the Game Awards. So January 20th, 2023 for PS5 and Xbox consoles for Monster Hunter Rise. And this is a big series, obviously. Monster Hunter is huge, but it's worth noting that it's not the only hunting type game that's coming out next year. There's another title called Wild Hearts that is seemingly looking to compete with Monster Hunter, and I will obviously cover this game as we get closer to the launch. It's something I am interested in. So let me know if you're planning on picking up Monster Hunter Rise, and let me know if you've seen that game Wild Hearts, and if you're thinking that this could actually be a viable Monster Hunter competitor. Moving on from that, we're talking a little bit about the Callisto Protocol. We have the file size for PlayStation 5 revealed. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, the Callisto Protocol size on PS5 has been revealed thanks to known PSN backend data scraper PlayStation Game Size. According to Sony's database, the game weighs in at 42.7 gigabytes for version 1.003, indicating that the previously confirmed Day 1 patch is included in this download. It's unclear how big the download will be for those who purchased the game on disc. Due to some changes Sony made to PSN, it's no longer possible to find game sizes for all PS4 games prior to release. However, expect the Callisto Protocol's PS4 size to be bigger despite not being as graphically intensive as its PS5 counterpart. PS5 downloads are smaller than PS4 games due to the console's compression technology. And it's worth noting that the Callisto Protocol's preload actually begins today, November 30th, and the game, again, is set to launch worldwide, except for in Japan, on December 2nd. So there you go. If you are somebody who is looking forward to the Callisto Protocol, like myself, it's going to weigh in at about 43 gigabytes on PS5. Not too bad at all, I would say. But continuing to talk about the Callisto Protocol, I have an article here from Push Square where it says Sony assigned over 150 employees to aid the Callisto Protocol's production. They say here, we already know that Sony contributed to the development of the Callisto Protocol, but the extent of its support may surprise you. Images of the credits posted on Reset Era reveal that around 150 employees from the platform holders Visual Arts Service Group and Malaysian team aided developer Striking Distance Studios on the project. PlayStation often supports the creation of third-party titles by loaning out its state-of-the-art motion capture studios and assisting on things like audio mixing and cinematics, but this looks like one of its biggest assignments on a non-first-party game to date, with the aforementioned 150 employees credited as contributing to the title. Sony does have the marketing rights to the release, but hasn't signed it as a timed console exclusive, so it'll launch on most major systems later this week. Of course, it will have been paid for its assistance, and based on what we've played of the Callisto Protocol thus far, you can certainly see how PlayStation support has elevated the entire experience. These cinematics specifically are stunning. So before I comment on this, I do want to say that I am hearing really good things about the Callisto Protocol so far, and I have to say, just being about 2 days away from its launch, I am incredibly excited for this game. I really can't wait, but to hear that over 150 Sony employees helped work on this game, that is quite surprising. That's a lot of help that Striking Distance Studio is getting, and of course, as it said, Sony was paid for this. It's not like they just did it for nothing, of course, but To me, I kind of get the sense that maybe Sony is trying to be a little bit more involved here with striking distance. They are not a studio that could be purchased. They're already underneath a publisher. I believe it's Crafton, if I'm not mistaken. But still, this could be a good way for Sony to maybe establish a good working relationship or partnership with not only Striking Distance Studio, but this publisher as well. That's something that is going to continue to be more and more important to Sony as well as other, major platform holders as industry consolidation continues. And so, yeah, I think this is pretty cool. If there's any game that I am happy to see Sony getting involved with, it's the Callisto Protocol.